Yeah, get it. Good morning. Welcome to day 10.
She has to walk faster. We're late to brunch.
Remember like 5 minutes ago where you were like, it's fine, she's there.
Then I got the text that our table's ready.
And she's sitting at the table. We're going to brunch. I forgot to give a Trader Joe's haul, so I guess it's just gonna be a mystery. You'll never know what I got at Trader Joe's. It's time to prep the kids' breakfast because they didn't eat before I left. So now they get to eat. Theo will be having flaked skipjack tuna and wild salmon. Marcus will be having chicken and pumpkin stew, which is one of his favorite kitten foods. The yummies. Oh, it's so good. I added too much water to little brother's, but he's just enjoying his soups. Now that we have sufficiently napped, we're gonna try and get back to reading. I just told Whitney, I was like, I want to DNF this book so bad. I'm just like not enjoying it, but I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer and get to at least the 50% mark, and then I'll decide if I want to DNF. Right now I'm not loving it. We'll see where things take us. We've done some reading and I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to be DNFing this. However, I apparently had an arc of it, so I like looked on my Kindle app and I searched for a particular word to indicate a particular type of scene. I'm on chapter 14 and that's in chapter 15, so I'll be DNFing it at chapter 16. I am, like I said, gonna DNF it. I just am not enjoying it. Well, I was gonna say we're halfway through and they're not even flirting, but apparently next chapter they're gonna get down and dirty. And that's like weird to me. Like they both like have subtly hinted of like, oh, I like hanging out with you, but like never really flirted. And like I don't love the main character. I don't love the plot lines, and frankly I just think I have way better audiobooks and arcs that I could be reading right now. Emily Henry and Abby Jimenez. I'm not gonna waste my time on this. So I'll see you in a chapter when we officially DNF this. I think I paid like $8 for this at a half price books and I'm mad. Like why did I buy this? I meant what I said and I said what I meant. I'm DNFing this 100%. I'm just kind of over it, and I think my time can be spent elsewhere, like reading something I'll enjoy more. I said that August was going to be my month of mood reading, and that means even DNFing things. I rarely DNF things. This isn't working for me. It's not bad by any means. I'm not like miserable reading it, but I'm not having a great time. And when I know I've got other books that I will really enjoy in the queue for the month, I'm just not going to keep going with this. But the good news is I did make it halfway, so I do get to mark it as read, which is exciting. That is a rule I set up for myself. I don't care what y'all do. But I like to read half of the book in order to be able to DNF it. So I'm going to pick out the next book. We're consulting Whitney so I have two potential options of books that I have the arc of, but I also have the audiobook of out from my library right now. And those are Emily Henry's Funny Story. I've read every Emily Henry except this one, and her past two, Book Lovers and Happy Place, have been my favorites of hers. So I think like I'm liking her more with each book. And then Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. I've read Part of Your World, was like one of my favorite romances, gave it 5 stars, and I've really enjoyed every book she's written since then. I've gone back to the archives and read like one of her backlist titles, but haven't gone beyond that because I didn't love it. So Emily Henry or Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. Abby Jimenez. Abby Jimenez it is. That is a 12-hour audiobook. They're also both due in, well actually that one's due first. That one's due in 15 days back. So that's perfect. Okay. Abby Jimenez it is. If there's one thing about Theo, it's that he's gonna be obsessed with Whitney's Kindle case. You laying on the Kindle case? He did. I'm sniffing her dinner. I'm like Kim Bop in here. Every time you say that, I think you said Kids Bop. It smells like Kids Bop. For dinner, I am trying the Trader Joe's carbonara. It's one of the things I got today when we went to Trader Joe's. It's like in a little frozen bag. If you've never heard of it and I remember and I can find a picture, I'll put a picture up here. I am chasing the high of one carbonara pasta that I had like over a year ago. Me and my family went to Tokyo Disneyland, and at Tokyo Disneyland, like the Tokyo Disneyland park, not Tokyo Disney Sea. At Tokyo Disneyland, we went to this restaurant. I think it was like subtly Mary Poppins themed. I can't remember what it's called, but I wasn't like super fond of anything on the menu, and I was like, I like cheesy stuff. So they had, I think it was like a 4-cheese carbonara. I remember very vividly, I had both headphones in because Speak Now Taylor's version had just come out, and I was sitting there eating this pasta. It was so good. It was so good. I've been chasing that high ever since. And logically, I know I just probably need to look up the recipe for it or see if I can find something similar somewhere. When Whitney and I went to Madrid, we went to a restaurant called Belmondo, and they're like known for their carbonara, and it was good, but it wasn't as good as that one. Now, am I expecting a frozen Trader Joe's bag of carbonara pasta to be as good as the one I had in Tokyo? No. But am I hoping it'll be good? Yes. I just brought Whitney home, so it's just me now. And when we were in the car, we were talking about our books. I was like, yeah, funny story's really good. She was like, funny story? I totally forgot I was supposed to be reading the Abby Jimenez. The heart wants what it wants. But all that to say, this is going to conclude the reading vlog for the night because I am exhausted. I want to do a little bit of reading, but also want to just like shower and curl up in bed and rot for a little bit. So that's what I'm going to go do. So I'm going to end this here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Happy reading.